of our 12th straight week of telephoning. Now, I want you to know that we're being sponsored this hour by the Dead Sea Daycare Center, and also the Damascus Road Bible Bookstore and Bait Shop, where they got a special over there right now on the undiscovered books of the Bible for only $19.95. And those are autographed editions, too. We're here chatting with Bob Boom Boom Burley, former professional heavyweight wrestler who's now turned full-time pastor.
That's right, Earl. I used to live my life for that golden championship belt, but now I got the devil in the headlock and I'm going for the pin.
Tell me, where exactly do you pastor?
Well, Earl, I'm pastor of the First Church of God, Holy Spirit Independent Freestyle.
Oh, yes. I think I've been by that church. It's built entirely out of glass, is it not?
Well, no, Earl. You're mistaken there. Some guy out on the West Coast already took that idea. So we just wrapped our building in saran wrap.
Well, you can store your fruits of the Spirit in there that way.
There you go. The first thing I did when I took over that church was to have a membership drive.
Got to have a membership drive.
Started with 500, and I drove it right down to 175.
That's beautiful. What I'd really like to know is how you got from the ring to the pulpit. Was that one big leap or a lot of little leaps in between?
I like the way you put that. A lot of little leaps.
We call that an onomatopoeia. If I might use a word I can't spell.
You know what it means. I took my first little leap right into youth ministry.
Ow. Youth ministry. Somebody had it out for you, huh? Grudge match from the past?
No, Earl, I just like practicing that hammer lock on them 7th graders.
Now tell me, weren't you previously known in another life? No, wait, I'm confusing you with Shirley MacLaine.
That's all right. An honest mistake.
I got it now. Weren't you previously known as Big Bob Boom Boom Burley?
You're bringing up my past now, aren't you?
We dig deep here.
I sense that. Well, that's before I went on my weight control program. We call it counting calories for Christ.
How does that work? I imagine there's a lot of diet, jogging, aerobics, calisthenics, cybernetics, anynetics.
Well, no. It's a pretty simple program. Basically, how it works is every time you reach for a piece of chocolate cake or something else you shouldn't be eating, they beat your senses with a loaf of unleavened bread.
Sounds intense.
It's all very biblical.
I understand you got a book out about that whole experience.
That's right. We capture my whole weight loss experience in a book and on cassette. We call it Help Me God, the Devil Wants Me Fat.
It's true.
Ain't it true?
You know it's true. And you know, people, we got a toll-free crisis number for you to call. It's right there on your screen. 1-800-BLUBBER. You can us a call anytime. Operators are standing by. I understand, Bob, you brought along some home movie footage of your church in action.
Well, we're pretty excited over there at the First Church of God, Holy Spirit, etc., etc. So we thought we'd bring along a little footage and show you all what's going on.
Sure. I tell you what, you and I just watch the monitor here in front of us and you can chat to us through it.
I tell you what, you can't fully appreciate it without these.
Oh my! The third dimension is divine! Ah!
That was Crazy Larry on his riding lawnmower. He does that every time.
I see there you're having a work release program for convicts.
No, Earl, that's my church board showing up for a meeting.
I'm sorry. I see. Pinstripe suit threw me off.
That's all right, and easy to see.
Looky there. You're having a work day at the church.
That's right. We decided to spruce up the physical plant by putting on a whole new coat of paint on the building. So we slipped down to Sears and got about 8 or 10 gallons of latex paint.
8 or 10 gallons ain't going to cover that building.
You can see there it isn't. We had to water it down some.
There they are, thinning it down some more. There you are, yelling at them.
A little righteous indignation on my part.
Well, it doesn't look bad finished there.
No, it looked pretty good.
Oh no! Look at that thunderstorm moving in.
Just moved in on us.
Oh, it's washing all that pain away.
Just washed it all away.
That's a disgusting sight. I imagine in a moment like that, you had some deep words of consolation for your flock.
Well, Earl, I remember just as clearly what I said to them as if it was yesterday. I turned to my flock and I said, repaint, repaint, then no more.
I understand you're traveling the country right now.
That's right. If you're going to be a person of substance in the evangelical community today, you've got to have a seminar. So what I did is I combined my thorough knowledge of professional wrestling with my thorough knowledge of religion and came up with a seminar on how to fight and claw your way to the top and still share Jesus.
How does something like that work?
Well, it's a pretty hands-on program, if I might show you.
By all means.
Well, this here is your and this here, of course, is your basic charismatic hold.
All right, I can see that. I've got to be honest with you, Bob. Fundamental hold can cut off circulation of the brain.
Been known to happen. Known to happen.
As always, it's been a pleasure to have you on the show. I always enjoy talking to you, Bob.
Well, thank you.
It gives my mind a rest. I hope you get just what you deserve.
I'm sure I will.
And I hope we get what we deserve, people. And, as you know, we're in the process right now of raising money so we can build that wax museum to the spiritual giants. Hezekiah's House of Wax, we're calling it. And you'll see all the greats. There's Mr. T shaking hands with Francis of Assisi, and Bob Dylan singing a duet with George Beverly Shea. And remember, people, remember this. It's your support that makes these kinds of programs a reality. Now, if I don't see you on the air, I'll see you in the air. Good night now. Say good night, Bob.
Good night, Bob.